Hi everybody, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Friendship Shaving. I'm just putting on my pre-shave oil, which is lime and patchouli. I'll rub that in. Now, I don't need much of a shave today. I'd already done the video, but I got a razor in the post this morning and I just really wanted to show it to you. So I thought I'd come back in just for my daily shave and let you see what I bought. Now I'm having a bit of a lime themed shave today. There we are, that's the pre-shave on. And that can just sit for a moment. So I'm going to be using today a Meissen Tremonia soap. You can see it on the ledge there. It is a dark limes soap and it comes in this fantastic pot. I have used it already, but you can perhaps see it is a very strange colour. The soap itself is not very dense, so I have found that you need quite a big amount in your bowl, so I'm going to go with that much, and I'm just going to press that around the edge of my bowl there. There we are, you can see it's quite grey in colour. The brush I'm going to be using today is my favourite Frank shaving brush with the G4 knot. I love this brush. It's the knot that I like. It's by far my best brush and I use it frequently. So I'm going to be using that today, and let's get this soap going while I tell you a little bit about the razor that I'm going to be using. I will show you it in just a moment, but I just want to load my brush. Now perhaps you can see that the lather is a little bit grey and the soap breaks up into little bits all over the bowl, so it is a strange soap. It's very, very soft. It smells very nice. It smells of dark limes. There we are, the brush is loaded. Now the razor I've got today is the new Ming Shi razor, and it goes by the fantastic name of the Ming Shi Unscew 3000S Sharp Adjustable Shaver. There is the box, so you can see the type of razor I'm going to be using. It's an eBay special, guys. It was £8.53 on eBay. As I said, it came through this morning, so here it is. An adjustable twist to open razor. For the price, it's quite nicely finished. There is a scratch on one of the top plates here, and primarily that's because it came in this box where it is not really properly secured and it was rattling around in the box. But you can see it is a mixture of bright chrome plating and also a satin finish on the adjustment knob and on the guard plate there. nice holes in it, nice big holes in it, so all the lather and the water will flow through there. If I open the top, it's quite a nice smooth action, and the adjustment itself goes from number 1 all the way through to 9. Now 1 through to 7 is quite stiff, and then from 7 onwards it just suddenly gets a little bit slack. For the price, it's really not a bad finish at all. There we are, you can see it. So, you know, for £8.50, let's see what it shaves like. You can see that the guard is a similar shape to the Ming Shi Shaver 2000S, the Chinese Future, as I call it. But this, of course, is an entirely different mechanism. So I'm going to put in a Bic Platinum Chrome razor blade on its second use today. There we are, so we'll just close that down. I've not quite fully closed it. I'm going to start on number 6 to see what that's like, and then I'll lock it down and make sure it's completely tightened up. Now, I've let my pre-shave sit on my face a bit too long. Ooh. There we are, I think that will do once I smooth it out. It feels very as you're putting this on, it feels like it's got quite a cushion to it, but the soap itself is really not very dense when you take it out of the pot, as I showed you earlier, but it lathers up quite nicely. Now this is literally just out of the box, this razor, so you're not going to get any great revelation from me today. I will review it again in the future and perhaps do a better job, but I really wanted to just come and have a shave with it and show you what it is like. It is slightly head heavy, it's about 4 ounces, and it's got a 4-inch handle. So let's just see what this is like, eh? Do you know, I'm just going to be careful here. Got a little cut there and a cut up here. And strangely, let me just show you, it wasn't from my razor. I used this in the week, and I've used it before. I really like this stuff, but it cut me. The granules or whatever it is that's in there cut me in a couple of places. I'm going to open this up because it's a mild razor on setting, that was setting 6. So I'm going to open that up to 9. There we are, I've just moved that with my thumb. So that's something to be careful of. I said that was really slack there. I've just moved it with my thumb, so just well, that was a nice easy first pass. Not bad at all. It is a mild razor, definitely. I feel with the pre-shave and this nice Nutrimonia soap, got loads of slick on my face, and that was really working well with the razor. Now I find that this soap, if I leave it on my face too long, and especially when I've had a pass, I get a very slight burning sensation. Nothing to write home about except to say that I don't normally get this with my soaps. And it's not something that you should feel with your soaps, I feel. But it is nice quality soap, I must say. Okay, so I'm going to turn the dial back down a little bit, back to 7. No, I'll go back to 6 because that's got the stiffer setting. I can be sure I'm not going to move that dial, and I'm just going to go with the grain for a second time. I feel as if the sweet spot on this It's quite easy to find, but also quite easy just to miss it. I'm thinking very hard here, can you tell? I wonder if all twist to opens are mild. I know my Gillette Slim is also a mild razor. It's not as mild as that, I don't think. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Come on guys, it cost £8.50. What are you looking for? I like the scent on this. It's not the most zesty lime scent that I've ever smelled, but it's really nice. I'm sure there's a bit of grapefruit in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to knock the razor down to setting 4, I think now. As you know, normally leave my adjustable razors on the setting that I find comfortable and use that for 3 passes, but I wanted to really try something different for me and use the 3 settings for each different pass. So there we are, setting 4. As I said, this is burning slightly, so it's kind of that feeling, you know, when you've had a really close shave. That's kind of what it feels like. Now on setting 4, I can hear that it's working, but I can't really feel the blade anymore. All I can really feel is the head of the razor, so I'm just going to turn that up to setting 5 and I think you can hear that's a little bit better. it's a little mild on these low settings, so you can probably tell I'm going over money more than I should, and I can feel that there are areas here where I've just not got it. So I'm going to turn it up again. I've put that on 7, by the way. Now I'm actually just going to finish the shape and resist the temptation to go over those areas again and again. There we are, I think that'll do. I might have just caught my little mole there, which is unusual on such a mild razor. I normally shave with much more aggressive razors, and I can go straight over the top of that, so I've surprised myself there. Actually, that was on setting 8. There we are, I'll show you the blade. There's really not much blade exposure there, even on setting 8. Now, my thoughts. Let me just think about that. Oh no, I've completely missed there. So-so. It's a so-so shave. Yeah, a few areas I've missed. Under here, definitely. And here. And the reason for that primarily is because it's such a mild razor. Now I'm going to use my styptic stick just to subdue this little bit of blood. It doesn't look so good with the blood on, but in case you've never used one of these, they are quite handy. They are alum mixed with talc. So the talc and the alum really work together to stop the bleeding. They do work quite well. Now I've got a new aftershave balm to show you, and I've had one of these before. It's the Bulldog skincare range for men. This is their original aftershave balm. It's not bad, but the one I had before, I can only think it must have been a really old tube, because this has got aloe, camelina and green tea in it. It also smells very slightly citrusy, a little bit lime coming from it. Now the one I used before felt very greasy putting it on. It didn't really smell of anything, as I said. But this tube is much, much better. Got this in a little trade. Thank you, Mike, the same gentleman that sent me the minis in last week's shave. What I've started doing with this is putting it on first thing in the morning after I've had a wash, and using it as a sort of moisturiser, and I find it works brilliantly for me. So typically I wouldn't use this now, but I do quite like it, I must admit. You don't need very much at all. Now in places like here, that's BBS, I'm really smooth there. And I can feel that I've had a close shave there. But in other places like here, going against the grain there, and as you saw earlier, under my neck here, I've completely missed bits. Now that'll calm down and it'll probably be an acceptable shave for me. You know, I'm just knocking around the house for the rest of the evening. It's not a bad shave, but it's not great. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. As I say, £8.50 it cost me, so I wasn't expecting a great deal. It looks very nice, but I think that the Ming Shi Shaver 2000S is a far better razor for the money. That's my first impression anyway of this this fabulous Unscew 3000S from the Ming Shi stables. That's my shave for this week, guys. I hope you've had a good week, and perhaps you'll subscribe if you like this video. But you look after yourselves. I've had a bit of a strange week, but I won't bore you with that. You look after yourselves. I'll see you next time around. Take care now. Bye bye.